Hello all, welcome again. In this video I am going to discuss the remaining part of matrix multiplication. So here is some notation. We have a matrix A which is multiplying a vector x, and as a result we get vector y. Now here vector x is a two-dimensional vector, A is a 4 by 2 matrix, and vector y is a four-dimensional vector. So this is what these notations mean. R square is space of all the space of two-dimensional vectors. R to the power 4 is a set of four-dimensional vectors, and R to the power 4 cross 2, it's a set of 4 cross 2 matrices. So in all of these, the entries in the vectors and matrices, they come from real numbers. So this is A, this is X, and this is Y. So we have A, we have X here, and we have Y here. So I think it is clear what is two-dimensional vector and four-dimensional vector are. So we can view a matrix A as something that takes a two-dimensional vectors and converts that vector into a four-dimensional vector. So in this way what A does is, A is a transformation. So A is transforming a two-dimensional vector into a four-dimensional vector. So this is what we can view matrix A as. So matrix is basically an operator. So it takes a vector from one set and it converts that vector into another set. Now in this case, in general, if we have a matrix of size m cross n, so it will take a n-dimensional vector and it will transform that into m-dimensional vector. That is what we can view matrix as. So this is the transformation picture. Now let's see what matrix multiplication is. Now we know that matrix itself is a transformation. Now what is matrix multiplication? So matrix multiplication is basically, now see here, we have a vector y which is a transformation of vector x. So vector y x is transformed into vector y by matrix B, and vector y is transformed into vector z by matrix A. So we can view this matrix multiplication as transformation of this x into z by using their product. So if we consider their product AB, so AB, what AB will do is, AB will take this vector in R square and it will transform it into z, or R to the power 3, or whatever size that domain has, or whatever size that set has. Now this transformation is happening through this set, through R4, and that is the reason that these things must match. So this number of rows of B and number of columns of A, they should match, because if you consider, if you see it carefully, so in this case this 2 is input vector, size of input vector, and this is a size of output vector. So what B is doing is, it is mapping two-dimensional vector into four-dimensional vector, and what A is doing is, A is taking a four-dimensional vector as input and it is converting that four-dimensional vector into three-dimensional vector. So that's why this output size of B and input size of A, they must match. If they do not match, then there is no question of composition of the function. So that is the reason why we need some compliance over the sizes of matrices, or precisely why we need the number of columns of A to be equal to number of rows of B. And I think this picture is clear now, and we'll see examples in next video. And thank you for watching.